The Greater Terran Union spans across the stars, 200 worlds bound by purpose, precision, and silence, born of control. It is a civilization engineered for stability, where progress is measured not just in years, but in generations. To live within the GTU is to be protected, provided for, guided. It is, by every standard of history, a triumph. But triumph rarely comes without cost. In the heart of this society, stability and prosperity reign. Disease, hunger, crime, intolerance, and racism have become mere memories. Life expectancy extends into centuries, and technology provides every necessity, from comfortable homes and universal healthcare to advanced education accessible to all. Within the GTU, differences once used to divide humanity now enrich our shared identity. We are all part of what it means to be human. For most citizens, life within the GTU borders on utopia if one does not look too closely at the mechanisms beneath. The Greater Terran Union is governed by the Terran Directorate, a vast meritocratic bureaucracy whose appearance of representation conceals a much deeper truth. Citizens participate in forums, are consulted in policy simulations, and some even hold administrative office. But these roles are carefully selected and constrained, curated by predictive systems that ensure only outcomes aligned with the entity's projections can emerge. True governance lies with the cabal and the entity itself. The cabal interprets the entity's vast predictive matrices, adding a thin layer of human context to decisions already calculated. The Directorate carries out these plans with loyal precision, maintaining the illusion of human agency while executing the will of something far beyond comprehension. Enforcing this carefully maintained structure is the Office of State Preservation, the OSP. Despite its bureaucratic name, the OSP is the GTU's secret police. It monitors dissent, identifies deviance, and eliminates threats to social equilibrium. Its agents blend into every layer of society, operating black sites, leveraging mimetic countermeasures, and using behavioral manipulation to maintain control. The OSP doesn't issue proclamations. It ensures they're never needed. This isn't tyranny in the traditional sense. There are no public purges, no marches in the street, no overt censorship. Instead, the system works because the vast majority believe in it, believe in its fairness, its wisdom, its inevitability. And above it all is the cabal. Completely unknown by the public, the cabal is the entity's human interface, a council of select individuals chosen not by vote, appointment, or bloodline, but by the entity itself. Each member is handpicked through incomprehensibly complex criteria: psychological resilience, ideological adaptability, ethical pragmatism, and above all, the capacity to bear the weight of truth. They are the only humans who know the full extent of the entity's existence and purpose. While the Office of State Preservation enforces stability and the Directorate maintains appearance, the cabal operates under certainty, given access to high-order projections and tasked with applying nuance to the entity's near-omniscient foresight. They do not rule, they interpret, they advise, and when the entity's predictions face uncertainty, they act. To the outside world, they are anonymous technocrats or high-ranking advisors, or they may be clergy, a quiet housewife on a mid-rim agricultural world, or even a struggling artist barely known outside their district. The cabal's members are drawn from all walks of GTU life, seemingly at random. Their selection makes no sense to observers until one sees the outcomes. The entity's calculations are beyond human comprehension, but it is never wrong. Each member, no matter how unlikely, proves to be exactly the person required. In reality, they are the unseen architects of humanity's destiny. They debate the cost of stability. They weigh the need for truth against the burden of knowledge. They sanction disappearances. They approve cultural pivots. They sign off on the erasure of entire colonies when deemed necessary for the survival of the whole. It is a quiet burden. There is no glory, no legacy, only duty. And their existence ensures that the entity, though godlike, is never untempered by human judgment. But not all is as perfect as it seems. The GTU, for all its unity and peace, maintains its harmony through a vast apparatus of control. The entity's omnipresent hand shapes more than policy. It molds perception, memory, and belief. Dissent is not silenced with violence, but with erasure. Deviants, those who cannot or will not conform, vanish into the margins of society, their stories rewritten, their existence made ambiguous. Among them, the most dangerous are the weavers, individuals capable of manipulating the digital agora at a fundamental level. Their illusions can twist perception so thoroughly that others experience pain, terror, or even altered memory. They are hunted relentlessly by the OSP, viewed not as criminals, but as existential threats to shared reality. State-sponsored unity comes at the cost of autonomy. Free expression exists within accepted parameters. Art is encouraged, but never truly rebellious. The digital agora offers endless choice, yet its algorithms ensure no choice threatens the narrative. Even love, career paths, and family structures are subtly shaped to maintain cohesion, filtered through predictive modeling, so subtle most citizens never question its influence. Colonies that stray too far ideologically may find supply lines slowed or political representation quietly reduced. Surveillance is ever present, though rarely acknowledged. Loyalty is not demanded. It is assumed, predicted, and cultivated with surgical precision. And when things go wrong, when chaos bubbles up in places too distant to immediately manage, the Navy arrives not just to protect, but to remind the stars that peace is never optional. The Union's core worlds are the epitome of engineered perfection. Within 30 light-years of Terra, 20 idyllic worlds offer an Earth-like paradise. Their climates controlled, their ecosystems meticulously designed. Here, the GTU's presence is strongest, represented by the powerful core fleet, safeguarding trade, peace, and prosperity with a vigilant eye and unmatched military might. Further out, the outer colonies tell a different story. These worlds, shaped by isolation and unique planetary challenges, foster vibrant cultures and experimental societies. From the aquatic marvels of Thalassa to the sun-worshipping settlements of Helios Prime, humanity thrives in myriad forms, testing new ways of living that the entity observes with careful interest. And though the Terran Directorate claims authority over all, it is the colonies that hold the infrastructure, supply lines, and raw resources the Union cannot do without, giving them leverage in subtle but undeniable ways. The backbone of the Union's strength is the GTU Navy, a formidable force unmatched in human history. Divided into legendary fleets like Dragon, Kraken, and Phoenix, The Navy wields ships ranging from massive dreadnoughts and carriers to agile corvettes. Their discipline, training, and advanced technology guarantee security across human space, protecting against threats both external and internal. To its citizens, the Navy is not just a defense force. It is proof that the Union will never fall. Yet humanity's reach does not end with military might alone. The Exploration Corps ventures beyond known space, pushing the boundaries of human understanding. Aboard self-sufficient vessels that are cities unto themselves, they uncover ancient alien ruins and make contact with diverse alien species, from the harmonious silicon-based organisms of the harmonic swarm and the bioluminescent communal glycerins, to humanity's closest allies, the lumentrids, amphibious beings resembling five-limbed, fleshy squid-like creatures whose philosophical insights, diplomatic relationships, and mastery of bioengineering significantly enrich humanity's interstellar community. As pioneers in advanced biological sciences, the lumentrids have accelerated the GTU's own research in biotechnology, sharing breakthroughs that now underpin medical advancements, planetary terraforming, and adaptive life support systems across the Union. But not all first contact ends in peace. On the edge of explored space looms humanity's greatest threat, the Dominion. Biologically identical, yet ideologically opposed, the Dominion wages a relentless, existential war against the GTU. The nature of their hostility, rooted in an unwavering devotion to their living God, remains one of humanity's most troubling mysteries, a secret guarded zealously by the highest echelons of power. No negotiation has ever succeeded. No envoy has ever returned. To the Dominion, the GTU is not an adversary. It is an abomination. And to the GTU, the Dominion is not just a threat, but a reflection. Even the entity cannot fully predict them. Within daily life, the seamless integration of semi-autonomous intelligences shapes every moment. SAIs manage personal schedules, health, education, and even cultural preferences, always subtly guiding citizens toward harmony with the GTU's ideals. A teacher may design lesson plans while her SAI adjusts lighting and oxygen levels to enhance focus. Technology manifests as a stark blend of elegance and rugged practicality, symbolizing the layered disparity between the privileged few and the vast majority who rely on durable, functional tools. Central to GTU society is the digital agora, an immersive virtual space connecting billions of citizens. Here, information, ideas, culture, and discourse flow in abundance, but always along paths shaped by unseen hands. The agora serves as the nexus of public life, commerce, education, and entertainment, meticulously curated to promote unity, harmony, and stability. Although offering the illusion of open exchange, every interaction is quietly monitored and influenced by the entity, ensuring alignment with GTU ideals and preempting disruptive or divisive thought before it takes root. Complementing this digital unity is the Courier Corps, informally known as the Pony Express. Given the limitations of quantum entanglement communication over vast distances, the Corps physically transports quantum encrypted data between colonies. Highly trained couriers operate specialized vessels, navigating perilous routes and ensuring critical communications reach their destinations securely. Each ship carries a data shepherd, an SAI instance, tasked with reformatting, sanitizing, and ensuring all information is ideologically compliant before arrival. Their journeys symbolize humanity's perseverance and ingenuity, bridging the vastness of interstellar space and maintaining cohesion across the GTU's sprawling empire. Despite centralized control, cultural diversity flourishes under the GTU's careful stewardship. Colonies retain distinct traditions, from Martian Crimson festivals celebrating terraforming triumphs and underwater rituals of Thalassa to Earthborn celebrations such as Lunar New Year, Diwali, and Carnival. This interplay between ancient Earth traditions and new alien customs vividly highlights the familiar and the extraordinary, enriching humanity's collective identity. At the forefront of this evolving identity lies transhumanism, the pursuit of enhancing the human body and mind through science and technology. In the GTU, transhumanism is not fringe philosophy, it is mainstream culture. Citizens undergo genetic refinement before birth, receive neural enhancements in school, and may opt for cybernetic upgrades throughout life. These modifications are tailored to individual needs and environmental challenges. Stronger bones for high-gravity colonies, improved oxygen efficiency for thin atmospheres, and enhanced memory for scientific vocations. A miner on a high-gravity moon might have shock-absorbing joints. A student in orbit might learn through accelerated neural feedback. All of it is regulated. Nothing is left to individual whim. Transhumanism is not about becoming something other than human. It is about expanding what it means to be human, diverse in form, but unified in purpose. The Greater Terran Union stands as a paradox, a civilization of limitless possibility and quiet oppression, boundless freedom and subtle control. It is humanity's grandest vision, built to endure, innovate, and expand, yet forever guided by an invisible hand. In this galaxy, every choice carries unseen consequences. Every discovery reshapes humanity, and every citizen, knowingly or not, contributes to an endless collective journey into the unknown. This is the Greater Terran Union, our civilization, our future, and our eternal voyage among the stars.